Tesla is currently rolling out their 2025 holiday software update, and it's amazing. It includes a lot of safety features and convenience features that I'm going to demonstrate for you all here today. I'm not going to read the release notes. You can do that yourself on your app and whatnot. I'm going to actually show you what each of them do and how to toggle some of the settings so you have it all hooked up. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Shiva Sapkar. I'm an engineer. I love taking apart my Tesla, showing you all step-by-step detailed instruction guide on all products that we install and make weekly review videos of different products and Tesla topics. If that all sounds good to you, please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and let's get started. To take advantage of this full updates, you must update your Tesla app as well. So if you go to the App Store over here, it is going to say update. That's what you hit update, and as you can see, they give you all the options that were added here. So with this version 4.5, 51.5, that's when you're going to get all the latest updates. So on the app, they now have this awesome feature where you can see the location. You see that arrow there, and that arrow is dynamic like an AirTag. So my car is over there, so it is pointing exactly to my car. Now, if I move my phone this way, you see that the arrow actually changes, and now it points towards that location. It is super precise. Like if I go over here, it will show that my car is facing this way. And then so as I bring my phone straight to the car, you see that it is showing my car is this way. Now, if I put it here and I start walking, it is going to start changing like, okay, you are far away from your car. Now it needs to be this direction. So I can point this straight to my car, which is there. And then as I move closer and closer, the distance is going to decrease. So 100 feet away, 95 feet away. Amazingly useful on things like a big parking lot. If you are parked like at an airport or somewhere and you're like, where did I park? And you could still look through it and then see, the location of the parking spot and whatnot there. But it's a lot better now. You can get a pinpoint accuracy with this option. Another thing I have noticed is on the charging menu here. If we were to go to charging right here, you see that they now have a charging passport. And if you click on it, it shows you all of the charging stats that you have had, how many charging stop sessions, where you have been. It just shows all of that, the longest trip and everything. So it gives you all of that information right here with different badge options. The biggest thing that they have added is the Grok integration with navigation. I'm really excited for them to add more features with Grok in the future because it's super smart. But right now, I will take the navigation. So let's say if I press and say, hey Grok, can you navigate me to the JFK International Airport? But I want to stop by Manhattan and see the Empire State Building on the way. Can you navigate that?
Sure. Navigating to the Empire State Building in Manhattan first, then JFK International Airport. It's about 63 miles, with a supercharger stop in Allentown, Pennsylvania. ETA, 6:27 p.m.
I actually don't like that supercharger in Allentown. Can you do another supercharger, let's say maybe in New Jersey somewhere?
Sure. Let me find a supercharger in New Jersey and update the route to Empire State Building, then JFK. Give me a sec to check options. Got it. Switch to the supercharger in Maple Shade, New Jersey instead. Now it's 96 miles total to Empire State Building, then JFK.
They also made other navigation improvements, such as now showing you, where you are most likely to go based on recent visits and things like that, where it is shorter here that shows you, but you can always click on here and get more options. The full list of the recent and suggested is going to appear right here as well. Now you can also set home or work super easily. So let's say like I want to set whatever this building, here is the Lancaster Club. If I wanted to set this as my home here, I can just press and hold right here, and I can set it as home versus work. In the past, you would have to actually put an address and be able to do that. Now, just as easily here, I can say this is my home, and now the home address is going to be updated with just that. Another feature that popped up on navigation here is the HOV lane. So if you want to use the automatic HOV lane, it will actually detect the number of passengers that you have with the cabin camera, and it will put your car automatically on the HOV lane. So now you got that option as well, especially with the FSD. This allows you to do that. So now you can do auto, and then it detects it and puts you on the HOV lane. So one update they have added is on the supercharger. There is now a 3D map viewing on certain location. They're slowly rolling this out, but there's only some available. I just used the Tesla's one where like Santa Monica here, where you go and over here you can do view site map. And when you do that, it actually gives you a live of where the cars are charging right now and where you can go and charge, which is so awesome because I would love to see this as I pull into every supercharger, it gives you an option so that you know exactly where you can park. And for FSD, you can probably tap this in the future and be able to park at that location and start charging. But it shows that these 3 are currently occupied. There is 1 here available, and it shows like 250 max. There's 62 stalls. Like it gives you all of that option here. And then if there is 1 out of order, it is going to show you there as well. So this is how you can activate that live viewing. It's only available on certain Tesla superchargers. Unfortunately, it is not everywhere, but this should be rolling out here shortly. This is really cool that it gives you that option and you're able to view this live and be able to make your decisions on where you want to plug in and charge. Now, another pretty useful update that they have added here is if you tap on the battery icon or go to charging here, now you are able to set this charging limit per location. So let's say if you're home and you're like, at home, when I plug it in, I only want it to charge to 80%. You hit that, like save the charge limit, and that's it. Now the charge limit is set to 80% here for this location, even though the default limit is 90%. Everywhere else is going to charge 90%, but at home or wherever this location, a specific location is, you can just set it so that it will only charge 80%. Let's go, say you go to another state or somewhere where you're like, you know what, I need it to be 100%. You just slide that and then hit save at that location, and you're going to get 100%. So next time you visit that location, it automatically charges to 100%. Let's say you plug in at work, you now have all this customized option on how much charging that you want to do, which is extremely useful for your need. Another option they have added is in the locks menu. Now there is a thing called phone left behind on the wireless charger chime. So this is super helpful if you are used to just putting your phone on the wireless charger here, and then if you forget and walk out, you may not know that you left your phone here, but your doors are going to be unlocked and you're not going to get any notification. So now Tesla is reminding you with this update, and it's super simple, but your phone does have to be right here on the wireless charging pad. It cannot be anywhere else on the car. It won't notify you, but if it is on the wireless charging pad, what you do is to toggle, go to locks, go here, and then toggle this setting where it says phone left on the wireless charger. Now let me show you what it does. So now we're just going to get out of this car here. The phone is there, and then now I'm going to close the door. I start walking out, it is going to flash and warn me right there. You heard the beeping noise there, and you see that it says phone is left in the wireless charging pad, which is so awesome. Tesla even does this for us. Now, another option that they have added here on charging is if you go here, it says wireless phone charging pads. And what this does is you can now enable and disable this power for the wireless charging part. And why that is important is because oftentimes if I am having my phone here, I don't want it to charge because it hits up, or I have already fully charged my phone. I don't want it to do that or charge it constantly anymore to conserve my battery and whatnot. But main reason is usually the heating issues for extended period of time, especially if you're on a road trip. And if you are like, I want this to turn off, I don't want it to charge, I just want to put my phone here. Now you have an option to do that. So if we were to go over here and look at my phone, it is not charging right now because we have it toggled off. So go to charging, and if we were to toggle this on now with the charging pad, this is going to start charging, and you look at it there, it has started charging. So that gives you that option to toggle the wireless charging pad on and off directly from the screen here now. Now, another huge update that they have added is to the Dashcam. So if we were to go to the Dashcam here now, and if we go up top here, first of all, you're going to be able to see things a little bit more organized. So like it is the aware, this is basically your sentry mode. This is handle pull, like if somebody accidentally pulled like the trunk or something and then it detected the sentry mode. That's what it is. Manual save is the one that you just pressed on it manually, and we're going to that here in just a second. Honk are the ones that you have honked to activate the Dashcam save, and then emergency braking. So if the emergency braking triggered it, like and then it just did that. For example, like right now, that's my car. I was driving behind another one, and then like that stopped, and then the bell beep, and then that was the emergency braking. Now they made the stats available for all of your Dashcam footage. So let's say right here, if I see right there, it gives you all of the information about the drive, the braking, the everything. So if we closely look at it here, so like if we go very kind of closer to this option here, it shows, like if I was to stop and let me show you close up, it shows that the braking was initiated, like right there, the parking, the gear was in parking, I was pressing on brake during that exact time. Let me pull up another one where autopilot was activated. So people can't say like, oh, it was Autopilot that crashed it or something. It shows when Autopilot was activated, at what moment here on the video the Autopilot was activated, what moment did you press on the brake, what the steering wheel position was. It is just amazing to show you all of this stats right here on the screen, so that now things are going to be a lot easier to prove, if it was FSD that crashed it or if it was just a human error and whatnot, as well as like what direction your steering was when you got hit or whatever. But this is amazing that it shows you all of that stats right here. Another feature that they have added is if you go to safety here and if you scroll down, it now gives you how much memory you have left on your flash drive for the Sentry mode. So if you are running low, if you want to delete some of the footages, this is your time. You can also format your USB directly from here. As you see, I only have about 5 gig left on mine, so I gotta erase some of this stuff here. But it now gives you, like, if you're worried, like, is it full, does it have options, now you know how much space is left. It will generally also alert you if it is totally full, but this is a great way to keep a tab on it. Now, another update they have added, this is mainly for the iOS user, is the live activity when dog mode is activated. So if you have dog mode enabled on your screen here, now when we exit the vehicle, it's going to give us periodic update on what the dog is doing inside. It's just live activity. It gives you some pictures every now and then to show you your dog is doing okay, your pet is doing okay inside the car. And it's just a critical alert that will tell you, the temperature and everything inside the vehicle. So let's exit this vehicle because this dog mode is activated, and I'm going to show you on my phone what it looks like. So as you walk away from your car, you're going to get this little live activity dog mode, and when you look at it here, it gives you the live view of it, and it periodically sends you some snapshots right here on the lock screen. You don't even have to open the Tesla app or anything. You can just see it. My camera is a little foggy because it is cold, and if you were to open the app, then you are able to see the dog mode, the real inside camera here. As I said, it's a little bit foggy, but right now it shows you that 70° Fahrenheit, the pause sign, the dog mode is activated. And again, on the lock screen, you can see it is 67 inside and gives you that stat and everything. So you don't even have to open your phone. As I said, you could just see this live at all time. Now, another thing they have added on the toy box is this first thing, photo booth here. If you just say, take a pose, right now it's nighttime. That's probably why this is all black and white. But if it was, darker or lighter time with day, I don't know if it would be color photo, but basically you have multiple options here. So if you wanted to go here, you can add the Optimus right next to you. And then all you have to do is look at the camera, which is on the top here, and then take a picture. So it gives you a countdown right there. So you take a picture, looks a little creepy, sorry, but you can do discard. You can also add a little, emojis here, whatever you want to add. And then if you add this emoji and now go back, like you can press and hold, like let's say if you want a smiley face in here, you can press and hold and drag. It's almost like the Snapchat version of this. And then you can just hit save, and then it is going to save your photo. As I said, there's like so many different options here. If you look at it, like you can go through. There's shattered glass, there's dog, there's Polaroid. And that's cool, the Polaroid option. You've got this. You've got so much options here that you can select from. And you can even do a thermal imagery here. Yeah, that's pretty cool. So you can take a photo booth with other people and be able to add. You even have that. So super cool option. Now I'm going to show you how you can view this. Now, of course, you can view all of these photos directly from this here. If you just tap it here, you are able to see all of your previous photos. Just go through, you can edit it, you can delete it directly from here. You can view it. So as you see, there's gallery options when you open this here, but you can also go to your app. So if you go to your Tesla's app and go right here on photo booth, and then right there, it says connecting to the vehicle. And there were 2 photos that were taken. And you are able to see those photos. You can save it, you can share it. So super easy directly from your app to be able to view that. Another cool thing with this update is if you go over here, open your toy box, now you are able to customize your car's wrap and color and add some fun colors. So if you were to go over here to customize, of course, you always had this option where you can change the color of your car, which is, standards. We have been able to do this like the solid, matte, and you see that it auto updates right here. But now you can add wrap. So like if you select that wrap versus this tint, you see that you can go between so many different color options that are natively available here on the Tesla. So if you like the fiery color here, so Now you can make your wrap, and if you go to tint here, you can tint your windows to whatever percent. So if you slide this, you see that you can see things very visual out there, but you can also tint this to be like fully black, or if you want to drag this to somewhere here, you have that option as well, which is really cool. And then if you go to license plate here, now you can customize what your license plate looks like right here. So if you were to go to number, let's say if I wanted to put mine as Shiva Tesla, so Shiva TSLA, now you see that it has a limit, so it only lets me do whatever that is. So 47 looks like. So I can do Shiva Tesla, but I can definitely do SHIVA, and then that is going to just update it right here. If you see the color with the license plate right here shows Shiva, if you look at it right there. Now, if I wanted to change this background on the license plate, I can do background color or image. So like the default here is the flower here. I can do this one. I can do this, the Optimus robot one, and you can see the background just changes based on that, and the license plate is visible. So you can see that it quickly transforms into whatever that you are selecting. You can also create your own. Now, if you want this to be a custom license plate like mine, if you look at it here, I have made this a Pennsylvania license plate with Shiva Tesla in there. This is how you do it. First, get a USB flash drive. This is a USB 3.0 for the older cars. I believe the newer cars uses the USB-C. So get a flash drive, and then I'm going to show you inside on the computer how you can program it so that you can get this file. So let's do that. Now the custom option is super easy. You can go to places like Canva. If you have never done this, it's so easy. You just go to canva.com, log in, sign up with an account. It's free. All you have to do is come over here and you can go and do a custom size. And then the pixel size is gonna be 420 by 200. So that's the one that we are making here. And then you just do create new design. And it will take you to this, you can upload files and you can bring in, things, your personal pictures or whatever you want to do. Now I'm going to be dragging in a picture of my Tesla here. All you have to do is drag like this, and then you go here and then you can resize this picture however you want to resize it. And then right here, that's it. And then if you want to write something here, you can. See, you can add text to it. So if you bring in your pictures, you can add a text box here, and then this says license plate, or whatever you want to add your design here, you can do that. You don't even need a picture. You can just put it, your name or custom things that you want to do here. But the big thing is about the background, right? Like you want to put your background here. Now, once you're done with editing whatever image that you need to edit, you go to the corner here. It says share. And then right here, you hit download, and it will allow you to download. The file size is 420 by 200 pixel right now, and that is what it's going to download if you hit download right here. Now, on the back end of your computer here on your flash drive, this is my flash drive. It says update here, and you need to name it license plate. So you need a folder named license plate in here. And then inside the license plate, you can add your picture. So I have added 2 PNG pictures. They are both 18 KB and 4 KB, so they're very, very small picture size. Again, it needs to be maximum of 0.5 MB, so you have plenty of space there. And then those, I just call it license plate 1 and 2. You can call it whatever you want as long as the folder itself is called license plate. Now, once you get your flash drive with the design loaded here, I wouldn't mess with the Tesla's one where, you could technically take this Tesla's flash drive and do it, but I wouldn't mess with it for Sentry mode purposes. What I would do is like get a docking stations like this, because it's super useful for future purposes as well. I'm going to link some in the description below, where you have your new flash drive and you just have to plug it in. And once you set this up where you put your custom license plate, you can remove this flash drive and the design still stays. So you don't even need this flash drive to be plugged in at all times, but that is what I would do. I have my Sentry mode flash drive here, and then now I'm gonna plug in this new flash drive. So now I've plugged this in here, the flash drive. Now let's go to the screen and I'm gonna show you step by step how you can change this to your liking. So now first we're gonna go to this toy box here and then go to paint shop, and it says customize. And now here on custom, if you go to the wrap license plate here, you see like this was already saved by Tesla because I used this in the past to test it out. you go to your background, and if you want your license plate number separately, so you can put the number here first, but if you want to just design it with your license plate, then don't put any number here. Go to background, and then right here, if you look at it, there's the Shiva Tesla. There's another option that I just did, Shiva, and then this is the car that I designed with Canva. I didn't put anything in here. I showed you on the demo. This is just the car. And if I want that to be my license plate, if you look at it here, that changed on the screen, and now that is my license plate. So let me zoom in a little bit there to show you. So that's the car with the license plate there, where it is just my Tesla. It's a small Tesla in there because I was able to customize it using that option from here. So again, you can go do that with the license plate. You can go to background. You can change just to Shiva here, and then as you are able to just zoom in and see that plate. So that's how you can do that. I'm gonna bring that to Shiva Tesla. Now what happens is this is done. Now if I go over here and then remove this flash drive, so this was the flash drive that I used for the design, I can remove this, and the Shiva Tesla got saved. The other ones are not there because, I removed the flash drive, but because I had saved that, selected that as the Shiva Tesla one, that got saved. Now I can remove this and walk away, and my license plate would always say Shiva Tesla there. So that's how you can customize your license plate. You can also do the wrap, like create your own wrap, but you have to go to GitHub, and it's a little bit of a complicated process. So I'm going to show you the license plate, which is super easy process for you all. Now they have made some changes to the Santa mode. So if you go over here, toy box, and if you scroll down to Santa here, you can do jingle all the way, and then you can just select this. And if you look at it here, it gives you that option of new Santa with the Optimus actually leading. So your Santa Claus is actually the Optimus robot here, and you can see the little snowman. It's a 3D animation. It's pretty cool. You can see the tree and everything. And then let's say if you start driving here, you can actually expand this, and then you can see that there's a snow for the 3D animation effect here. And then you can zoom in and then see a little bit more clarity on what the Santa sleigh looks like, and a little bit more of a 3D stuff than what we previously had. So if you were to get out of this, as you look at it here, this is pretty cool. You can see all of this details with the gift and everything. So it's fun for the holidays. And to get out of this, of course, you go to your toy box and basically do that, and now you're good. You can also jingle outside. So if you want your outside speakers to play this, you can do that. And then look at the snowdrops that you see right here. That's the 3D effect of the Santa mode. So another toy box update that they have made is if you go to arcade, right here, you're gonna see the SpaceX now. So you're testing your space flight skill by docking the Dragon within the ISS here. So if you were to go over here, as you see, you see that option there. Now your job, that target needs to go here. I had probably messed this up already, but basically this is moving with the orbit, and this is a simulation where you need to adjust this Dragon capsule to be able to dock it. Your location is right here. So really fun to be able to do this. Oh yeah, this is very hyper realistic of what we have seen with some of those sims there. So that's what you're doing. They've added also some more features on the Lightshow with some options, as well as on the media with the Spotify. Now you can do a lot more. I don't use Spotify, but they have said that on the release notes that they have added some stuff in there as well. That concludes today's video. Hope you enjoyed it. What are your favorite features that they added on this update? I think my personal favorite features are the phone left behind. That's a huge problem, and I'm glad that Tesla incorporated that. I also really like the Grok integration with navigation. I hope to see more Grok integration within features where we can fully control the car using voice commands with Grok, because it's much smarter than just using the voice commands. Being able to adjust all of that navigation and everything with Grok is really awesome. I also like all the other safety features that they have added, such as the Dashcam, where it shows a lot more information than what it was, as well as being able to see a AirTag style navigation on the app where you can see all of that information. There's a lot of features that I really like about this update, but I'm interested in knowing your thoughts. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you so much for watching this video. Please give us a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and come back again soon.